Hola, everybody. Oh my goodness. How is your week as you walk the world with your heart open, standing tall, full of your own essence, full of your own blessed, precious being? I imagined all of you as you walked out after graduation. You were extraordinary in this training, extraordinary. It felt like a weekend of miracles, and I felt honored and blessed to be among you. And so now as we press forward together for these 6 weeks, I'm really thinking about how to best support every single one of you in grounding these new tools, grounding these new insights into the muscles of our body, into our cellular structure, so that we live and breathe them and bring them into our relationships wherever we walk. So that's really my focus here. So given that, one of the things I wanted you to know, in the ancient capital of Nepal, high up in the Himalayas, there was a beautiful Buddha. And the ancient monks, the whole entire Buddha was actually gold, absolutely pure gold. It sat out in front of the monastery. When bandits would come, the monks would go out and cover the entire Buddha with mud, let it dry, and whitewash it. They did this every year so that the thieves that would come in the night and maybe destroy other parts of the village simply saw this mud Buddha that was whitewashed and covered. Anyway, they did this year after year, and of course, as you can imagine, the ancient monks knew that there was gold underneath, but no one else did after a while. And the mud got thicker and thicker with each season as they covered it, and again let it dry, covered it with whitewash. In 1975, there was an amazing torrential rain during the monsoon. And sure enough, there was a crack in all of that mud. And when the sun came out in the morning, yes, you already guessed, they could see a glint of something shiny underneath. They gently peeled away the mud in that area, and lo and behold, rediscovered that it was a solid gold, beautiful, beautiful Buddha. So sure enough, under all that mud, after all of those many, many years, and hardened in the sun every summer, underneath was pure gold. So you, my darling, are just like that golden Buddha. And last weekend, we began the monsoon that washes away the whitewash, the personality, and looking good, being right, and protecting ourselves, and begin to burnish away all the mud for our lifetime or many lifetimes of the ancient beliefs we picked up from the ancestors that keep us smaller or constricted and less than who we can be in our lives, in our relationships, with our families, and with our community. And so for these 6 weeks, we will let the monsoons flow. For these 6 weeks, we'll let the rains come, and we'll burnish away the mud, the debris, the outdated reactions that we have, and bring forth a new cellular structure within ourselves that shines of pure essence, the gold within. So to begin this, my request of you is you begin to practice daily. And as I suggested in the written piece that you'll see a little bit, that we begin first thing in the morning before your feet swing off the bed, that you stop a moment and go inside yourself. And that we do the deep, slow, cleansing breath. As you recall, it's 4 counts in, we hold 7, and slow release of 8. Do that 3 times, and as you'll recall, what it does, it brings our focus from the back of the brain into the frontal lobes and brings calm, peace, and healing. It's called the cleansing breath. And then I ask that you simply sit and breathe deeply with yourself and let the golden essence of who you are come to the foreground. And maybe within 10, 15 minutes then, set a clean intention for the day. Who you will be for life that day, like no kidding. And you guys, Let's make it an intention that empowers you to drop deep within yourself and live from a vertical place, where your heart is open, where your soul is open, where you are grounded and at one with life and present in each moment. Now, I know that when you zoom out to go off into your day, there'll be moments when maybe you'll lose focus, lose track. So at the end of that, when you set your intention, do it in a frame of some sort of mantra that you can remind yourself each day that this day, I bring forth presence and connection with every interaction. Or this day, I keep my heart open. Or this day, I'm practicing presencing my power and bringing forth the fullness of my power that comes through my heart. So that as you walk the world each day, that mantra will get you back to your center. I also suggest that at the end of the day, again, your head can hit the pillow, but close your eyes and affirm that day that I live up to my promises, that I keep my heart open, that I walk the world, living and breathing from the golden essence of who I am. And if I went off, what triggered that? So throughout these weeks then, we're going to practice. But this week, the focus will be on love. You know, it's so funny. We ask so much of love. We want love to, rescue us from our drama. We want love to save us from our loneliness. We want love to reassure us when we are insecure. We want love to fill us up and make us somebody that we don't feel like we are in that moment. When in reality, when we tap into our essence, we know that we are love. That is who we are. And that your unique love, your essence, is love. And that love, it's been said, is the single most powerful force in the universe. When it's grounded, when you're clear, when you open completely. And what you'll notice is this weekend, this whole entire week, let's walk in love. Let's walk the world with our heart open, grounded in that fire, that essential fire that comes from the base of who we are, and let that flow out. So it's not about the love that we can get, please fill me, but this week we practice the love that we are. And so this week, give yourself permission to have a parenthesis. In the morning, go into yourself, access your beautiful golden essence and be with that and declare your day. And then at the end of the day, the other parentheses, connect with your essence once more before your eyes close and acknowledge who you've been that day. Give yourself permission to really acknowledge, yes, this is a place where I got triggered and the way I reacted didn't serve as well and something closed. And also, this is a time when something got triggered and I stopped and breathed, accessed the frontal part of my brain, and I responded. And I could keep my heart open. So we're strengthening new muscles. We're alivening this place inside where our essence now becomes the director of our life instead of our ego. It's going to be a beautiful journey. And yes, get out there and give away your heart. Let's pour the river of love for the essence of you into all of life this week. I love you guys.